Good afternoon, everybody. This is Randy Kersey along with Frank Solomon and Abby Scrabel, and we are at Edmonds Santa Fe High School where the Bears are playing in the first round of the 5A state tournament, about to take on the Tahlequah Tigers. And Tahlequah comes in 23-11, Bears 23-19. And we've been a little bit delayed. The game before us went a little long. This was supposed to start at 4. So it's 4:30 now, and probably another 20 minutes out. So we're going to go ahead and pause the broadcast. We'll keep the picture live. So if you'll watch, and as the Bears finish their warm-ups, we'll probably go back live, give you the starting lineups, and get this thing underway. So you're in the right place, just a little bit delayed. We'll be back in just a little bit. Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School System. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
Support your.
Welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School, where the Noble Bears are taking on the Tahlequah Tigers in the first round of the 2024 State 5A Baseball Tournament. And I'm joined by Frank Solomon right now, Noble Superintendent, and he's going to be doing the game with me today as he did in the regionals. He was good luck, so we talked him into coming up here.
Yeah, you invited me back, and another beautiful day to play baseball. I had to work today, obviously, and left Noble in a driving rain and hailstorm while we were hosting the Class 4A State Baseball Tournament. So then you get 10 miles north, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I got here right at the end of Game 1 today, which was a Carl Albert victory over Sapulpa, 1-0, and that game lasted about an hour and 15 minutes. And then of course, just the game that just completed that went long was Collinsville beating Elgin 9-0, and almost had them run ruled to make it a shorter game, but Elgin held on and made it go the full 7. So the Bears taking their warm-ups now. Tahlequah has already taken infield, so as soon as the Bears finish up, they'll be announcing starting lineups, and we'll get underway. We got a little bit of time, and Frank, you said the 4A state tournament is going on in Noble today.
It is. The same schedule is here, 4 games. The first session is probably run a little behind due to that rain and hailstorm that hit us. But, Blanchard, Newcastle, and Tuttle, and all the 4A schools at Noble today and tomorrow. 4 games today and 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah, so that will be going on in Noble.
I just hope I don't have a chance to go back and watch, because that means we're here in the semis.
Well, that's
tomorrow.
right. We want to be here tomorrow.
I want to be here, not there.
And got a good contingent from Noble. Of course, the normal crowd, parents, adults, and then got a bunch of kids down here right in front of us making a lot of noise.
Mrs. Standards, a high school principal, and a couple of teachers got a bus and brought a spirit group to cheer on our Bears, and they're all standing up here on the front row.
All right. Very good. Well, we'll unnerve those Tahlequah Tigers a little bit. Tahlequah won their district this year and then won their regional, beating Durant two times. And so they got here maybe with a little bit easier path than the Bears. We had to come back and win an if game against a tough Midwest City team. And so Bears come in 23-19, district runner-up, but hosted the regional and then won that over Midwest City. Tahlequah 23-11. The teams have played some common opponents this year, not many, but let's see. Looks like the Tahlequah lost to Carl Albert 12-3. Of course, the Bears in Carl Albert's district lost a pair, 8-1 and 4-1. And then Tahlequah beat Sapulpa in their district twice in 9-2 and 2-1, and the Bears beat Sapulpa 4-1 down in McAllister earlier this year. So that's the only common opponents, but they looks like to be a pretty even matchup.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you would think coming into this. You know, we've played a schedule heavy with 5A and 6A teams all year long, from the festival in the Tulsa area, the McAllister and Choctaw. So we're not shaken. We're not scared by playing a team that dropped down from 6A to 5A just last year.
Yeah, so Tahlequah went 8-22 in 6A last year, but they returned 5 seniors who are really their best players for the most part. I have a subscription now, Frank, to the Tahlequah newspaper for 3 months so that I could go look up all the stories about Tahlequah before today. So that will expire in 3 months, I promise you.
Yes. Won't be renewed.
Yeah, won't be renewed. But they're a senior-dominated team. Their starter today will be Braden Northington, who is a senior and a kid that, looking back at his games and the box scores, he's a guy that's going to go 110, 120 pitches every day and strike out a lot of guys. So Bears will have to be up there hacking away. He doesn't walk a lot of people, doesn't look like. So they're starting their number 1 guy. The Bears are going to counter with sophomore Weston Randolph, number 22. Weston, of course, missed about 20 games this year with a hip injury, but finished 2-2 and had some really good outings that he got no decisions in, and actually took a loss against Midwest City on a one-hitter. Yeah, on a one-hitter. Yeah. So Weston gets the start for the Bears on the mound. So let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups. They're announcing them here at Santa Fe. Leading off for the Bears, number 6, center fielder Bryson Carey. Hitting second will be Weston Randolph, number 22. Number 21, I'm sorry. Number 22, Jackson Steele, moves to shortstop today, and he'll hit third. Leads the Bears in RBIs and home runs this year. Trevor Hand, the catcher, had a big hit in that Midwest City IF game that kind of put that on ice. Number 16, the senior. Hitting fifth, sophomore Trent Shortus at first base. If the Bears go to the bullpen today, it will probably be to Trent Shortus. Colton Williams, number 11, at third base, the junior. Chaz Whitmire, the senior, number 4, is at second base. Number 5, Trevor Rudd, is senior at left field. And Hayden Clement, the freshman, will get the start at designated hitter today, number 23. In right field will be Seth Wilson, who has been spectacular defensively this year out in the outfield. For Tahlequah, they're going to go with leadoff man Cutter Gardner, shortstop, number 7. Chance Pear, the coach's son, Cody Pear, the coach for Tahlequah. He's a senior. He'll hit second and be the catcher. Beckett Robinson in center field, number 11. Hitting fourth will be Rylan Eagle, the first baseman. Hitting fifth, Braden Northington, the senior pitcher. Hitting sixth, Sinjin Sampson, the left fielder. Number 15, Eli Gibson, will be the designated hitter. Number 6, Jacob Morrison, will be in right. And hitting ninth will be number 3, Tate Trammell, a senior, at second base. And their third baseman is Levi Gibson, who is not hitting today as the DH is being used. I'm sorry, Eli Gibson is the DH. The third baseman is Levi Kelly. I got my Eli's and Levi's mixed up there, Frank.
Easily done, easily done.
So the umpires are making their way out of the first base dugout, the locker room behind first base. And as Tahlequah's home lineup continues to be announced, and shortly we'll have the coaches meet at home plate to go over the ground rules, and we'll be getting this thing underway. Big ballpark here, Frank. 330 down down the left field line, 320 down the right field line. The alleys look to be, it looks marked 375, so probably close to 390 dead center. So big ballpark here at Edmonds Santa Fe, and a natural grass field.
Natural grass and a lot of room in foul ground.
Lots of foul ground.
Pass ball or overthrow.
Right.
There's a lot of room to run, so we're going to have to pay attention to that.
Going to be real important to be backing up throws, backing up bases, and not lose our concentration there. So we're going to pause here for our national anthem.
Everybody standing as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Okay, we're about to get underway. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here from Edmonds Santa Fe High School, where the Bears are about to take on Tahlequah.
School's Booster Club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Welcome back to Edmonds Santa Fe High School, where the Bears taking on the Tahlequah Tigers here, and the coaches meeting with the home plate umpires, going over the ground rules, and we're about to get underway here from Edmond Santa Fe High School, first round of the 2024 state tournament. And, you know, we mentioned, Frank, that Tahlequah has moved down from 6A, and they were 8-22 last year in 6A, so not a lot of success. And, of course, the Bears, with 6 sophomore starters, graduating a really talented senior class last year. A lot of these kids, even the seniors, this is their first opportunity to play a lot. And, boy, you got to hand it to those guys for hanging in there. Rudd, Whitmire, yeah, those guys waited their turn, worked hard every day to get better, and now they're being rewarded. But one thing that you wonder, do both these teams come in with a little nerves here?
Well, you're going to see that. I mean, it's a state tournament. It doesn't matter if you're a first-timer or it's your fourth time. There's going to be some nerves. So, you know, we talked about that some last week during the regional tournament with same kids, with Trevor and Chaz and others, and the first opportunity in a real postseason live opportunity. Now it's magnified.
Right.
You know, now we're in Edmond, we're not at Noble, and that's different. And now we're playing somebody that we haven't seen. Midwest City obviously is in our area we hadn't seen.
Right.
So this is a total new set of circumstances in a major size facility like this. So I guarantee you that Tahlequah and Noble both will have some nerve issues going forward. So who can handle it the best?
That's right, yeah. So the Bears will be leading it off with Bryson Carey, and boy, Bryson has been solid again this year offensively for the Bears. He's a junior. It's his third year to start, and hits from the left side. And gosh, Bryson comes in hitting .448, Frank, 17 doubles, 5 triples, stolen 33 bases, and he really gets the Bears going when he's on.
He is. He's the spark plug, and you know it's the same way at the plate, on the bases, or in center field. Bryson he is a spark plug. He is the one that ignites everything. He's an emotional, outspoken guy as well. So I don't know if you could have a better leadoff man than B. Carey.
Yeah. So warming up is Northington, number 5, the senior for Tahlequah, and mentioned him a little bit earlier. He has been their ace all year, has pitched all the big games. And is a guy that goes the distance. I mean, he's a 7-inning guy, Frank. 110, 120 pitches every every game I looked up that he's pitched in. He's gone the distance. So.
Well, I have to be honest with you, Randy. I did not subscribe to the Tahlequah Daily Times, so you're going to have to fill me in on some Tahlequah history.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot of it, because I don't care all that much. But I thought it'd give us
short term.
Yeah, give us a little bit of insight about what's going on.
And
so
what about that student section on the front row, Randy?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that cool to see our students here to support
the Bears standing,
classmates and teammates, and got all kind of little noisemakers.
And we got a bunch of adults back here behind them, and we got on the right field side. The chairs are full. The
great turnout.
Yeah, great turnout. The stands are full over there, and so Bears are here in support. All those kids standing there are Noble Bears.
That's exactly right.
So Bryson. Bryson Carey on deck is Weston Randolph. So Carey leads it off, batting from the left side. Here's the first pitch from Northington. Fastball fouled back out of play over the third base dugout. And we are underway.
4:54, just about an hour late start.
Yep.
That's baseball, isn't it?
That is. Here's an 0-1 pitch to Carey. Curveball. Gets over on top of it and kind of rolls it over. But that's booted by Trammell, and Carey is on, and there's the nerves we're talking about.
Exactly.
As Tate Trammell, the second baseman, who is a senior, easy play.
Slow roller.
Yeah, and just took his eye off of it.
And, to be fair, maybe it had a little backspin because it was a curveball, and he kind of cue-shotted it down there. So, but I think you're right. The biggest part was the nerves coming into play. First chance to make a play, but again, we're going to talk about this just like we did every day last week, getting a leadoff man on.
Yep, so Carey a threat to run, big lead, grounder up the middle, could be 2, flips to second, and the easy double play, boy. It was a perfect double play ball hit right at second base. Cutter Gardner The shortstop grabs it, flips to Trammell, who retires Randolph by a mile over there.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. That was tailor-made. You couldn't have gotten one easier in warm-up.
So quick double play there erases that error. And the first pitch to Steely is ball one. Jackson Steely stands in. Steely comes in hitting .365, 46 RBIs for the sophomore this year. He's had a big year offensively. He swings through that fastball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, senior Trevor Hand. Northington right-hander, curveball, and didn't break much, but I think the speed fooled him.
Yeah, and it kind of stayed up,
yeah.
You know, where it makes it look big, and you want to jump on it, and it has just enough break to get out of the bat plane.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Steely. There's another curveball just off the plate. Good 2-strike pitch there by Northington. Evens the count 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fastball just outside, 3-2.
I think he wanted that one, Randy.
Yeah, I think so.
He was walking to the dugout. So.
Yeah. So full count, and that's in, and Bears get Jackson Steely on with the base on balls. And that brings up senior Trevor Hand, number 16.
Now batting for Noble, the catcher, number 16, Trevor Hand.
Trevor comes in .268 on the year, 33 RBIs, none bigger than the 2 in his last at bat at Noble the other night.
What a clutch base hit that was, wasn't it?
Put that Bears up from 2-1 to 4-1 and really
Yep.
put that thing out of reach. He fouls back that first pitch.
And it's
into
probably the
net.
best, hardest hit ball of the day, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of to right center. Trevor hits the ball better, as a lot of these guys do, when they try to kind of take it the other way. And that pitch is just up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Curveball, like you said, it's not a fast, sharp breaker.
No.
It just has enough to mess with you.
Yeah, and I think it's just the speed difference. And that ball hits him, and the Bears got 2 on.
If you're going to hit somebody, hit the catcher. You know,
Yeah.
he's used to it. He gets beat up all day.
Right, so Hand will go down to first, and he'll have a courtesy runner, and that's going to be number 1, Dawson Davis. The junior comes in to run for Trevor Hand. And that's going to bring up Trent Shortis. And Shortis has really caught fire the last month or so here, Frank. He's up to 324. He was around 250 about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And he has really raised that batting average. So, boy, this would be a good place.
Yeah, had some good at-bats last week in the regional tournament as well.
So Northington comes set with runners at first and second, 2 out. Fastball in there, strike 1. On deck, Colton Williams, number 11. So Bears trying to get a lead here in the top of the first. 2 out. Curveball, and that one shot into right field. And it's going over the right fielder's head.
Yep, that's gonna get
1
2.
run's going to score.
We're going to get 2.
Here comes Davis. He's going to score standing up.
Triple.
Shortis is going to third. He's got a triple.
Great start, Trent. Great start.
2 out, 2-run triple for the sophomore.
Drove it straight over the
Trent
right fielder's
Shortis.
head.
I bet he won't be. He was really playing shallow. I bet he won't be playing that shallow. Wind is blowing in from right, too, Frank.
He did, but he drove that ball. He didn't try to pull it. He drove it. And the right fielder, I don't know if he didn't get a good glimpse. He's looking straight into the sun, maybe. I don't know. But the ball just kept carrying.
So here's Williams, and he swings on a breaking pitch. No balls, 1 strike. So Shortis at third with Colton Williams up. Colton hitting .301, and he fouls that back, and he's down 0-2. Colton .301, 37 RBIs on the year for himself. He's had a good year offensively, defensively, and on the mound, as he was the big winning pitcher. Actually, we didn't get the win, but
the
game was tied. He shut him down for 6 innings plus the other night against Midwest City, and Bryson Carey got that win in relief as the Bears scored in extra innings to win it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Williams, and he takes that one Whew, that must have been low.
I like it.
2-2. I don't know if I'm pitching. I want that pitch, but anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Swings
Got
and
him.
misses, struck him out.
Got him.
So Northington strikes out Williams to end the inning, but the Bears get 2 runs with 2 outs on the big triple by the sophomore Trent Shortis. And we're going to be back here in Edmond in just a minute. Bears take a 2-0 lead. We'll be back after this.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School system. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go.
Welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School. Bears leading 2-0. And Tahlequah coming to bat in their half of the first inning. Weston Randolph on the hill for the Bears. Weston, his 6th start of the year, his 8th appearance on the mound. As we said, he missed about 20 games with an injury, but he's been back for 3 weeks now, roughly. He is 2-2 on the year, 32 innings, 3.06 ERA. Opponents only hitting 157 against him, Frank. So tall, 6'3", rangy right-hander Weston Randolph, number 21, on the hill for the Bears.
Hard luck loser last week.
Yeah. First pitch is in there, strike one to Cutter Gerdner, the sophomore shortstop for Tahlequah. Bears have Williams at third, Steely at short, Whitmire at second, Shortis at first. Curveball misses up and in, 1-1. And Trevor Hand behind the plate, the senior. Left to right, it's Rudd, Carey, and Wilson. There's a fly ball into right. Seth Wilson slips and recovers and hauls it in. Fighting that sun out there too, Frank.
Yeah, and the same place that we hit the shortest ball over their right fielder's head.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little wet. Maybe. Enough rain that we've had, they had some too.
Yeah. So 1 out. So Chance Pear, left-handed hitting catcher for the Tigers, stands in. First pitch is outside, ball 1. There's a ground ball to second.
Yep,
Whitmire's got it. And up with it. Throws to first for the out. 2 quick outs for Weston Randolph.
That's what you need right there.
You bet. So that brings up center fielder Beckett Robinson, number 11. Robinson hitting from the right side. First pitch from Randolph is fouled out onto the net over by the Bear dugout. No balls, 1 strikes. Oh, 1 pitch. And that's chopped foul. That looked like a 2-seamer that really rode in on Robinson there. Randolph, for a sophomore, throws a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, and a curveball, and he's got a little bit of a changeup. He doesn't throw very often, but that one really tailed in on that righty.
Out of play.
Fouls that back. So no balls, 2 strikes.
You know, a key in baseball, especially in high school baseball, is getting ahead of the batter. All 3 so far.
You bet.
Good
curveball. Really pulled the trigger on that, too. Pulled the string. And way out in front on that swing and miss is Robinson. So 3 up, 3 down for the Bears in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the top of the second. Bears will send 7, 8, 9. Whitmire, Rudd, Clement, And we'll be back here at NobleBears.tv in just a minute.
After what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School. Bears leading it 2-0 after 1 here in the first round of the 5A state tournament. And a good inning for the Bears, Frank.
Randy, you can't ask for anything better. You know, you're in the state tournament with a lot of kids playing for their very first time, and you get a 2-0 lead. Your pitcher goes out and throws strikes, 3 up, 3 down. Let's go hit again.
Yeah, a 9-pitch inning for Randolph.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So here's one of those seniors that's getting his first chance this year, Chaz Whitmire, and he takes outside ball 1.
Paid his dues, worked hard, overachiever in my opinion.
Good kid, too.
Yep.
That one misses up. 2
Good
balls,
eye.
no
Good
strikes.
Eye. Make him throw you something.
So 2-0, 2-0 Bears. And that ball's in the dirt, 3-0. On deck, Trevor Rudd, another one of those seniors.
Yes, sir.
Getting his first shot this year. Played real solid this year. Excellent defense and solid with the bat as well. That ball catches the corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Good take, though.
Yeah, that's a 3-0 strike. It's not a 2-1 strike.
That's right. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Whitmire leading off the second. He takes that one on the corner. 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Northington. And that ball is popped foul, and that's going to make the seats out of play, which is kind of hard to do down the lines here.
It is.
Santa Fe's got that little deck set out there.
Deck,
yeah, it's kind of cool.
I'm thinking about adding one. I feel like I need that for a place.
Yeah, I just don't know if we got enough foul territory, though.
Well,
and that ball's fouled back. Yeah, that is a neat little deal.
It's a neat little idea, though.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 games from down there this afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, for a casual fan, maybe we can move our broadcast down there.
Yeah. 3-2 pitch again, and that's up and in, and Northington loses Whitmire. So Bears have the leadoff man on for the second inning in a row. And here comes Trevor Rudd and a bunt, I'm guessing.
Well,
Frank.
another thing, too, Chaz faced 9 pitches that bat.
Yeah.
And Weston threw 9 pitches the whole inning. So that can make a difference down the road, too.
And squares to bunt. All right, on cue, and pops it over his head, but goes foul.
We got lucky.
Yep. Third baseman Levi Kelly charging.
Yep.
And just charged too far.
Yeah. Yeah, and then lost his footing.
Yep.
Bunt's got to be on the ground.
So don't know what field Tahlequah plays on. I don't know if they have artificial.
Maybe.
Or not. Both teams.
Issues.
Yep. Squares the bunt again and takes high.
Good take there. Good take.
1 ball, 1 strike to Rudd.
Sometimes, a young hitter or with lack of experience will just try to bunt at anything. So that was a good job by Trevor.
1-1 pitch. And he gets this one down, and it's going to just barely roll foul. Curveball. Yeah, it was a curveball. He got it down, but just rolled foul. And nice play there by Kelly letting it go.
Yeah, he had no play if it stayed fair.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Rudd.
Just try to get the ball in play at this point.
So Whitmire, decent speed at first. Throws over, and he's back. Yeah, Northington already at 30 pitches. And he fouls that back.
Way to battle.
Yep. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, still the count. And Hayden Clement, the freshman, on deck. Setting up way outside here.
Out of play.
Another curveball over the first base dugout. So, atta boy, Trevor.
He's just keep working him. If you can't get on, fine. Just make him throw more and more pitches.
Yeah. So
it'll add up.
Fouled 4 pitches off this at bat. And that one's up and in.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 pitch with Whitmire on first after the leadoff walk. Another throw over. He's back.
Jazz hadn't quite figured his move out. He's a little worried about it, and he's not getting a very big lead. And
right.
Still, it's making it close on a pickoff move.
2-2 pitch. And that's a grounder up the middle. Hits the side of the mound. Maybe 2 again.
Nope.
But the throw from Trammell's in the dirt and unable to be dug up by Ryland Eagle. And Rudd hustling down the line is safe. Fielder's choice.
On a tailor-made double ball play, just like we saw in the first inning.
Yeah. So 1 out. Here's Clement. And I'll be curious to see if Coach Hughes bunts here to get the runner in scoring position for Carey, who's on deck.
Their third baseman's still in, too.
Yep.
He doesn't know that
Clement takes ball 1.
That Hayden's not going to be bunting.
Yeah. He still might. We'll see.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes. Third baseman creeping in. He takes strike 1. 1-1.
You know, it's pretty good timing when you're hitting that many balls back up the middle, so I think that's going to pay off for us in time, too.
Here's a 1-1 pitch to Clement. Curveball. And a pretty good one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one had a little more break on it.
That was his best curveball of the day.
1-2, 1 out.
Just try to get it in place somewhere, somehow.
Yep. Big hole on that right side as a second baseman. Trammell playing almost up the middle, isn't he? Behind the bag.
Like I said, we've hit the ball up the middle several times.
Yeah.
So they're obviously.
Look where he's playing.
I know. He's 2 steps away from the bag.
And that ball just misses off the outside corner, 2-2. And you know, if you're going to play like that, you don't want to pitch to that outside corner. That makes it easy to hit it that way.
Absolutely, it needs to be in on the hands if you're going to play him.
Make him pull. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And swing and a miss on a curveball there. That one didn't break as much, but I think the speed fooled him more than anything. So 2 outs now with Rudd at first, having reached on the fielder's choice. And that brings up Bryson Carey. Bryson reached on a grounder to second that was booted to lead off the game. So Northington comes set. Big lead now for Rudd. And he got him.
He did.
Picked him off at first, so.
Yep.
Good move there, and Trevor Rudd gets picked off for the 3rd out, so that retires the Bears. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. This is NobleBears.tv. We'll be back in a minute.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners, delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years.
Welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School, where the Bears lead the Tahlequah Tigers. There's a line drive into center. Carey lays out and catches it.
He ran it down.
Robs Northington of a base hit. Bryson Carey, I didn't think there was any way he was going to get to that ball.
Yep, it was dying on him too, and he still chased it down.
Great play by Bryson Carey for the first out of the inning off of Northington from Tahlequah.
First baseman number 2, Ryland Eagle.
So one out, and here's Ryland Eagle, the first baseman, batting from the left side. First pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Good fastball there by Randolph.
And if you're a Tahlequah Tiger, you better get in the box ready to hit because Weston is working
Yeah,
fast.
he does not mess around. That ball misses away. Looked like a changeup there. Got away from him a little. 1-1. Check swing.
So, yes.
Oh, my goodness. If he'd hit it, it'd have been double. 2 balls, 1 strike to Eagle. And that ball misses away. 3-1.
Make him hit it. Make him hit it.
Yep. Take a deep breath. So Randolph gathers himself. 3 balls and a strike. And there's, boy, that looked pretty close. But
right.
Ball 4. So Eagle on first base. First base runner for Tahlequah.
For Tahlequah, the left fielder number 8, Sampson.
St. John Sampson, the left fielder, stands in. First pitch, fastball in there, strike 1. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Bears up 2-0. Randolph comes set, throw over. And back in plenty of time is Eagle at first.
Curveball stayed up.
Misses 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and that ball flied into center field. Carey on his
Bryson
horse.
will get it.
And he's got it in right center field for the second out.
What an asset it is to have a player
Oh,
like
man.
Bryson Carey in center field.
He can go get him.
Either direction, front, back,
Yep.
whatever.
And I tell you what, he's got guys on both sides of it that can go
Yes.
get him too. It's just they don't have to that much.
Good speed in the
Yeah,
outfield. Good
yeah.
speed. All 3 spots.
One of the fastest outfields and one of the best defensive outfields of anybody I've seen this year is our outfield. All those kids can run, get good arms. So 2 out, throw over to first, and Eli Gibson stands in. He is the designated hitter for Tahlequah. First pitch is in there, strike 1 on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out here in the second. Another curveball. Checks his swing and holds up. 1-1. Good job by Hand knocking that down. One ball, 1 strike. 2 out here from Edmond. And that ball's fouled back out of play. And 1-2. Randolph comes set. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Gibson. Curveball breaks outside the strike zone.
It's not bad, though, for a 1-2 pitch.
Right.
Try to get him to go fishing a little
bit. So 2-2. This is where you want to come and get him right here. And that ball is popped up in the infield, coming over in foul territory.
Talk him off.
And Randolph comes over.
He
Probably
said, "No,
should. Yeah.
I'll take it."
Probably should have been the first baseman's ball, but Weston Randolph's kind of assertive out there.
He can be a little bit assertive.
And, hey, that's not always bad.
That's right. As long as you make the play, it's fine.
That's right. So that retires the side. After 2 complete, it's Noble 2, Tahlequah nothing. Here in Edmond, Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon, Abby Scrable. We'll be back after this.
Has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We are ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma, where the Bears in the first round of the 5A state tournament lead Tahlequah 2-0 after 2 innings. And Bryson Carey will lead it off. Had 2 nice plays in that bottom of the second to rob Tahlequah of an opportunity. Bryson reached on an error in the first. He loops that one into left field, going a long way, but hanging up right at the line. St. John Sampson runs that down. First pitch fly out to left for Carey. 1 away. And that brings up Weston Randolph. Weston hit a ball right back to the shortstop, a foot off second base, grounded into a double play back in the first.
If you'd have asked for a perfect double play ball, Weston delivered it.
Yeah. Here's a pitch from Northington. That's a curveball in there, strike 1 to Randolph. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the third. That ball is fouled over the first base dugout, 0-2. On deck, Jackson Steele for the Bears. And that ball's lifted out into right field. It's going to hang up and caught in foul territory for the out.
It was a good job by Weston by trying to take it to right field.
Yep.
He just hung up.
Yep, just hung up a little bit. And so 2 quick outs, and that brings up Jackson Steele. Steele walked his first time up, came around and scored on the triple by Shortus. He takes strike 1 on the outside corner. So Northington having an easier inning here.
Yes.
So far. Ball misses down. 1-1.
Yeah, it's important for Jackson to try to slow him down, make him throw a few extra pitches.
See some pitches here.
Don't let him off the hook that quickly. Another one low.
2 balls and a strike. Two-one to Steele. Curveball.
Up the middle
again. Up the middle. Gets by the pitcher. And a really nice play by Carter Gardner. Fields that on the second base side.
Pirouette.
And, spins and fires to first for the out. So the Bears go 3 up, 3 down in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Noble 2, Tahlequah nothing. We'll be back in a minute.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School System. We're looking forward.
Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma. You're watching NobleBears.tv. Bears lead it 2-0. Going to the bottom of the third, Jacob Morrison, the right fielder for Tahlequah, will lead it off, followed by Tate Trammell at second. And then the leadoff man, Gardner, who made a nice play to end the Bear third.
Yeah, that was a base hit by most of the time.
Weston Randolph spots that fastball on the outside corner. No balls, one strike.
Once again, he's on the rubber, throwing immediately. Get up there, you better be ready.
He does not
Weston's
mess around.
Coming.
Yeah, he gets in a rhythm, and it's hard to get him out of it. Blows that fastball up and in by Morrison.
And when he's throwing strikes like that, you don't want to get him out of it.
No.
Just let him keep firing.
Yep. No balls, two strikes. And that one gets up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But that's a pitcher's pitch when you're ahead 0-2.
Yeah,
you
good
don't
idea
want to give him anything.
Yeah, get it up in his eyes, but it's got to be a little closer than that to get him to offer at it. Curveball.
Little up still.
Yeah, didn't snap down. 2-2. Jacob Morrison leading off the Tiger third. That fastball misses in, so he works the count to full, comes all the way back from no balls, 2 strikes. And swing and a miss. Shoots that fastball by him in a hurry. So, strikeout there for Randolph is number 2 on the day.
9-hole.
And Tate Trammell, second baseman, 9-hole hitter up. There's strike 1. Randolph filling up that strike zone, Frank.
He's just being so aggressive with his first pitches, and that's so important.
There's a shot up the middle, and that's going to get through, yep. So good piece of hitting there by Trammell, and that brings up Cutter Gardner, the shortstop. Gardner flied out his first time up to Seth Wilson, who made a nice play out there in right field after slipping. So 1 out, and the second time through the order for Tahlequah to face sophomore Weston Randolph.
Got to be a little smarter this time through. Now they've seen us once.
Curveball in the dirt. Nice stop there by Hand. 1 ball, no strikes. Randolph comes set. Not a big lead over there at first, and that ball misses in. 2-0.
Get back ahead here. Get back ahead, Weston.
Yep, get back in it here. Two balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Bears lead it 2-0. Just off the plate. I think Gardner sold that.
Yeah, umpire's not giving us that inside, so, our angle, I'm not real sure whether it's in there or not, but obviously Weston was wanting it.
3-0 pitch is outside. So Tahlequah's got something going here. Runners at first and second, heart of the order coming up. It's Chance Pear, the catcher. Pear grounded out to Whitmire his first time up. Big kid.
Big. He's a big boy.
So 1 out. Don't imagine the bunts on with
you wouldn't think
with
so,
Pear. I think he's probably one of their best offensive players, if not their best offensive player. So a little bit of trouble here for the Bears. See if Randolph can work out. He misses down.
Yeah.
Got to get back in that strike zone here.
Groove. Find his groove.
One ball, no strikes. Randolph comes set. Delivers, and that one's down and in. 2-0. On deck, Beckett Robinson, left fielder. So 2-0, dangerous spot here for the Bears. That ball is ripped foul.
Over the picnic area.
Yep. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Way out in front of it.
Yeah. Wind blowing in from dead center right
is.
now.
It is, right at us.
And that one gets away and gets away from hand. And they're going to go all the way. Yep. So.
Pass ball that time. Just glanced off the top of his glove.
Yep. So now 2 runners in scoring position represent the tying runs, and Pear is ahead in the count 3-1. First base open. 1 out. Ball 4 wouldn't be the worst thing could happen right here.
No, not on 3-1 with that.
With first base open. There's a strike. Inside
I'll take
corner.
our chance if he can put that pitch back there again.
Yeah.
Pear didn't want any part of that inside fastball.
3-2. And he flies that ball into left field. Rudd, it's going to go foul.
Trevor.
And
Again,
can't quite get there.
It may not be the worst thing that it fell. Because he
catches that. That's a sac fly. Yep. And both runners probably move up. So full count again to Pear with 1 out and runners at second and third. Bears playing in at short, and he hits him. So a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch, and Tahlequah is in business here. Bases loaded, 1 out, and here comes Coach Eric Hughes to talk to his young sophomore. And he's also talking to his infielders, talking to Jackson Steele at short there, making sure we're going to get the defensive plays right here.
And, on a 3-2 with a big kid like that, putting him on, now we got a force set up at any base. So,
Right.
It's not the worst of things.
Nope. Got the double play back in order.
Get a ground ball or a strikeout. And
Beckett struck out swinging his first time up.
see if we can't replicate that.
Yep. So Bears are in at the corners with
back in the middle.
Colton Williams in on the grass as well as Shortus.
Yep.
And playing double play depth up the middle. Here's the first pitch to Robinson. Curveball misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
Weston's having a hard time getting his first pitch in this inning.
Yeah, he
not like it was in the first 2 innings.
Right. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a grounder to short. Could be 2.
Turn it.
1. And took a little too long to get it out of the glove at second.
Transfer wasn't smooth, was it?
So it's a fielder's choice. The Bears get an out, but Trammell comes in to score, and it's now 2-1. Moving to third is the runner Gardner. So first and third, 2 out now, 2-1 Bears, and Braden Northington, the pitcher and cleanup batter. And Northington lined a sharp, would have been single, but for Bryson Carey in center field his first time up on the first pitch he saw. So Carey saved a hit last time Northington was at the plate. First and third, Northington with a chance to tie it. And there's a 2-seamer that misses off the plate inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Good pitch.
And fouls that off.
That time. Nobody told the runner on first that it was a foul ball.
Yeah.
He went in with a hard slide into second. Nobody there.
Robinson. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, and Northington the hitter. Comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on I don't know if that was a changeup or a curveball, Frank.
It had movement. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
was
boy,
watching the runner.
Yeah, he was way out in front.
Yeah. It's a good pitch, whatever it was.
Yeah, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Something off speed.
1-2 pitch and up the stairs. Evens the count 2-2.
No, I think Trevor's had a chance to pick that runner off.
I think so.
They're trying to do the pickle play
right.
where you get them hung up and get that other run.
Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch on the outside corner.
That's even better.
Outstanding pitch there by Randolph.
Way to battle back.
So Randolph faces his first adversity and comes out holding the lead 2-1. We're going to go to the top of the 4th. Bears lead at 2-1. Back in a minute.
Forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School. Beautiful day. Understand we've had some weather back in Noble, but it's been sunny all day up here. And the Bears lead at 2-1 against the Tahlequah Tigers after 3 complete. And Bears leading off with cleanup man Trevor Hand. Hand takes strike 1.
Yeah, my sources back at the Noble High School Stadium said we had rain, we had hail, but they've got everything dried up and games have resumed.
All right. No balls, 2 strikes to Hand as he fouls that one back. Trevor was hit by a pitch his first time up. And his runner, courtesy runner, came around and scored. And high fastball, he chases it.
That one.
Good pitch in there by Northington. So 1 out, and here comes Trent Shortus. Shortus drove a triple over the right fielder's head.
Biggest hit of the day.
Yep. Scored both Bear runs with 2 out back in the first. And he takes away ball 1.
Right fielder's about in the same spot. I don't know if he's not giving Trent enough
He
credit.
learned nothing.
No, he did not.
1 ball, no strikes. And there's a grounder up the middle, and that's going to be stopped. Gardner, what a play.
Shortstop can play.
I tell you what, he's a sophomore too, Frank. That kid can play. I didn't think there's any way.
Yeah, that was over the bag.
Yeah.
That was over the bag.
He goes to the ground, gets up, springs up like there's a trampoline out there, and fires a strike to nip Shortus at first. So 2 quick outs, and that brings up Colton Williams. Colton struck out swinging his first time up in that first inning. And he takes just off the plate, ball 1. Here's a guy we need to swing the bat.
Yes.
He's had some big hits this year. And way out in front of that curveball. 1-1.
It's pretty deceptive with his motion.
Yep.
And we're getting way out in front of it.
He's a quick worker, too.
He is.
2 balls and a strike. Northington at 55 pitches, and Weston Randolph really caught up to him that last inning.
Yeah.
There's a fly ball into shallow right. Center fielder coming over, right fielder coming in. It'll be Morrison, the right fielder, to haul that in for the 3rd out. So another quick inning for Northington as he's settling in. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Bears still leading at 2-1. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon and Abby Scrabel. We'll be back in just a minute.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friend.
Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma. Bears leading at 2-1. Tahlequah Tigers batting in the bottom of the fourth. And ball one to Ryland Eagle. Weston Randolph in there with a strike, 1-1.
We have.
There's a hard grounder to Whitmire. He's got it and fires to first for the out. So quick out there. And Randolph needs a quick inning, Frank. We talked about that. He was at 23 pitches going into the last inning, and now he threw 26 pitches in the third. So he's up to 52.
55 for Northington is what you had?
I have 56. Next door they have 53, and they're official. But
I understand.
And there's a swing and a miss to St. John Sampson, who flied out his first time up. Flied out to right center where Bryson Carey hauled it in. Curveball misses away, 1-1. Six-hole hitter Sampson. That ball in. Almost hit him. 2 balls and a strike. So Weston Randolph. And just another one just misses in.
Inside corner, and he's just not getting a call, so we need to adjust to that.
Yep, 3 balls and a strike now to Sampson.
It's not a bad idea. He's trying to keep the ball in on his hands, but
right.
He's not getting the ball, and you got to adjust.
And he walks him. He missed the last 3 pitches were almost
spot.
identical, yeah. So 3 balls and a strike. Walk there, 3-1 walk. That brings up Eli Gibson, the DH.
Another big kid.
Now he popped up a foul where Randolph ran it down right in front of the Bear dugout.
Yes.
Throw over and not in time. Sampson back at first. So Gibson fought to be followed by Jacob Morrison, the right fielder. 1 out here, another throw over.
He's keeping him close.
Yep. So here in the state tournament, it's the only time that the OSSA, they use 3 umpires.
Yes.
There's another ball. So Randolph missing on that up and in. So got to make an adjustment here.
Yeah, he's trying to keep the ball in on their hands, but we got to move it back just a little.
There's a pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. See, that to me, Frank, it looks like that's not any more of a strike than that one on the inside corner. But hey, if you're going to,
you got to adjust to the umpire. Both teams have the same umpire, so make your adjustment. 1-1,
1 out.
Good pitch. That looked good.
Oh my goodness, he's just not getting anything inside.
But you know, the more wild you are on the mound, the less call you're going to get at the plate. So we got to get back in our pattern.
Got to be in the neighborhood.
And getting ahead.
There's a strike. 2-2. That one was a little bit more, little less in, I think, than the ones he's been calling.
I thought it was a little more up.
Yeah. Another throw over and back.
Good job by Shortus.
You know, back to that 3 umpire thing, I know that there was some talk this year at the OSA coaches meetings that the 3 umpire balks get called in the state tournament that don't get called all year long because they can't see them. There's strike 3.
different angles.
So strikes out St. John Gibson, or strikes out Eli Gibson looking. And that brings up 8-hole hitter Jacob Morrison. He struck out swinging his first time up. So that was strikeout number 4 on the day for Weston Randolph. So 2 out, and 8-hole hitter Morrison, another throw over.
You know, one of the issues, Randy, is, you know, for us in the association as members, it's hard to get umpires.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're trying to field umpires on every school in the state.
It's a little nubber. Oh, no. Got away from him. It was going to go foul, but I think Randolph thought he could get it and get the throw. And the throw just handcuffed Shortus at first. He threw it pretty hard, and he wasn't very far away. So going to go down as an error there.
Number 3, Tate Trammell.
This kid hit the single back up the middle last
So
time,
runners
too.
advanced all the way to third goes Sampson, and Morrison at first now with 2 out. And 90 feet away from tying this thing is the Tahlequah Tigers, and Tate Trammell, the senior, 1 for 1 today, stands in, 9-hole hitter. Singled right up the middle his last time up. Scored the first run for Tahlequah. He takes outside ball 1. So, yeah, when there's not very many games going on, you can get 3 umpires.
That's correct. That's correct.
Well, and it's an expense, too.
It is, you know, because in the state tournament, the association's picking up the costs, and in a regular game, four home games a week, the whole
school is having to pick it up.
And we don't always have enough attendance to even break even.
That ball misses away. 2 balls, no strikes to Trammell. I know it was an issue last year for the Bears as Colin Fisher, the lefty, was called for a balk. In that critical 7th inning. There's a strike. 2-1. That probably wouldn't have been called a balk with 2 umpires.
You're right.
So that's a tough deal.
It's a hard adjustment to make for that game. Or
right.
That series.
Throw down, and here they come. They're going to steal home. I don't know about that throw. That was not a well-advised throw.
No.
By hand, as it was late, it was high, and there was no chance to get Sampson at third. He kind of threw without glancing down. You got to take a look at where that runner at third is.
And how much lead he had. Obviously, we haven't seen Tahlequah. We don't know their speed, but you got to make that assumption.
Yep. So a double steal there ties this ball game, and Tahlequah is kind of taking the momentum as there goes ball 4. So now runners at first and second for the leadoff man, Cutter Gardner. And the Tigers tied it 2-2 here in their half of the 4th. So Gardner stands in. He has flied out and walked. First pitch misses away. And Randolph having trouble finding the strike zone this inning.
Yeah.
He's up to 69. Next pitch will be 70. And hit him in the helmet.
Just not throwing with the same confidence.
No.
That he had been.
And so that's going to load him up for.
Maybe it too.
Yeah. That's going to load him up for Chance Pear, the catcher, with 2 out here, and Coach Eric Hughes coming out to talk to his youngster. He's kind of lost the zone here and showing a little bit of lack of confidence there. So 70 pitches. He ought to be fresh enough, although he's thrown a lot the last 2 innings. And sometimes it's about more than the pitch count. It's about how many do you go before you get to go sit down and rest.
Right.
So maybe this will serve as a little breather for Randolph as Hughes sticking with his sophomore.
It's a big at bat. It's a big at bat with Pear up.
Yeah,
the plate.
Pear the senior. He is grounded out and was hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count.
Nowhere to put him.
And no place to put him this time, so got to come get him. First pitch is, oh my goodness, ball one. He's really not getting the corners much here. 1 ball, no strikes. Check swing. He held up 2-0. His hand blocks that one. Breaking ball down in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes, and dangerous hitter, Pear. And he rips that one foul. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's the second time he's turned on that.
Yeah, he is
off-speed pitch.
Pounding that foul territory down the right field line.
But it's a strike.
Yep.
It's just a strike.
That's right.
It looked impressive, but it's a strike.
It's kind of loud, too.
It's a loud strike.
2-1.
I thought that was a good pitch.
Must have broke low. So 3-1 and no place to put him.
Got to come after him.
Yep. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's inside, ball 4. And Tahlequah has come all the way back and taken a 3-2 lead on the bases-loaded walk. And that's going to bring up Robinson, who has struck out swinging and hit into a fielder's choice. So Randolph now at 75 pitches, according to my count. 5 walks and a couple of hit batters. So that's been a theme for the young Bear pitchers this year, a lot of free bases, which will improve with age. But you don't really want to think about next year. Hey, we're here now.
We don't.
Let's get after it. Yeah.
We'll get better at the off season.
So Coach Eric Hughes and home plate umpire discussing something. Maybe that third ball.
Zone.
Yeah. Maybe that third ball on that last at bat. Here's the pitch, up and in, ball 1. Here's Robinson, 1 ball, no strikes, and a swing and a miss.
Really good pitch there by
1-1.
Weston. Really good pitch.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Tahlequah has scored 1 in the 3rd, 2 here in the 4th to take a 3-2 lead. Good curveball. Gets Robinson way out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. That looked a lot like the pitch he struck him out on.
The first 2 innings.
Yeah. 1 and 2. May see another one of those.
I wouldn't blame him.
Nope, comes high.
That's all right.
And hard,
Rudd
up
will
and
get
in.
that one.
And a ball hit right at Trevor Rudd, who hauls it in for the 3rd out. So the Tahlequah takes the lead, scoring 2, leaving 3 on here in the 4th, and it's time for the Bears to get the bats going. They'll be 7, 8, 9. Whitmire, Rudd, Clement. We'll be back here at NobleBears.tv in a minute.
We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
So welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School. Randy Kersey along with Frank Solomon. And the Bears now trail it after 4, 3-2. As Tahlequah scored 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, all on just one hit, Frank.
Yeah, it's just a matter of giving them things.
Yeah.
The walks, the hit batters. Weston's, when he's throwing strikes, they're not hitting him.
Right. So leading it off, and there's the old lawn dart fastball at about 52 feet from Northington. Ball one.
Quite have the distance.
Yeah, to Whitmire. Whitmire walked his first time up, and he hits a grounder foul down the third baseline, 1-1.
Yeah, we need to make Northington work this inning. The last couple innings has gone too easy for him.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike to the senior Whitmire, and he hits out a fly ball. It's going to hang up there in right center. Coming a long way and drops it. Robinson, the center fielder.
Good hustle, Whitmire.
I tell you what, that ball kept carrying to right,
over the way to
and
right.
Morrison, the right fielder, never even made much of a motion to it. And that clearly is Morrison's ball.
Yep.
So Whitmire leads off and gets I don't know if they're going to call that a two. Yeah, they're calling that a hit, calling it a double next door. I probably would have been inclined to call that as an error, but he did have to go a long way.
Chaz will take it.
Yeah. So a leadoff double for Whitmire.
Bunt in effect
Here comes Rudd, and
I would think
wheel move chases Whitmire back. Yeah, get him to third with 1 out, then you can score him a lot of ways to tie this thing up.
Yeah.
Bears at the bottom of the order. Nope, swinging away and pops it up. Doggone it, and that's why you bunt, Frank.
That's the worst. Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped
another one.
So
maybe that wind is
boy, I tell you what, the wind
than,
must be tough out there.
So
now that's got to be an error on left fielder.
It does.
And so holding at second is going to be Whitmire. So Bears have him first and second. Now you're going to bunt.
I'm going to put my wallet out here, Randy. This is a bunt.
Yeah, you got the freshman Clement up, who has actually laid down some good bunts this year.
And we have first and second. So
yes.
Then we have 2 in scoring position.
So you can stay out of a double play here.
Absolutely.
And stay out of a pop-up, infield fly. Got to get this thing down, kiddo.
Got to get it down. Here they come crashing.
The pickoff play.
Got a wheel play going.
Yep. So Tahlequah.
Just be smart back there,
yep.
on the path.
Good job by Whitmire. As all the motion started, and you're naturally going to start taking your secondary lead, but he does a good job watching Northington, and when Northington wheeled, he gets back.
Yep.
That's a pretty good-looking pickoff play.
It was. It was.
I think they'd have had me.
First and third are crashing,
yeah. Yeah. So first pitch here to Clement. Undoubtedly, here they come again. He squares and pulls back and takes strike 1. And Coach Eric Hughes is getting after his freshman. Get that ball down. Mm-hmm.
Not happy with one of them.
I think he was talking to. He was making a motion to get that thing down. Won't be taken up here. Get it down. Another wheel play.
Yep.
And back is Whitmire.
Well, you've seen it once. The first time is your best chance of getting them. You know, after you've seen it once, well, you better not get picked.
Right. That's right. Hey, he's a senior. He might get his diploma held up. No balls in a strike. And that ball misses away. Clement pulls back, 1-1. Bryson Carey on deck, so Bears at the top of the order. They get these guys over, it's exactly where they want to be.
100%.
So Bears being let back in it here by Tahlequah by some misplayed fly balls, and that ball gets away from the catcher, and they move up anyway. Ball was in the dirt. I can't tell if it was a called strike or not.
I didn't think he went, but he may have. He may have called him for it.
He did call it a strike.
All right.
So, but on the wild pitch.
Still got him moved up.
Got him moved up. So We'll take it.
And you know, with 2 strikes.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know that I wouldn't still try to let him bunt.
Infield is in. So Tahlequah trying to hold that run, and there's a ball outside. So 2-2 the count to the freshman Clement. So some shaky defense by Tahlequah here this inning. And there's a pop-up. Fouls that back. It's way to battle.
Just hang in there, Hayden.
So here's a 2-2 pitch to Clement. And he takes.
Good,
nice take.
Good take.
Nice
Good
take by the freshman.
Yes,
Woo.
absolutely.
And that's full count. First base is open, but Bryson Carey on deck. And there's ball 4.
No, he got him. He rang him up.
Yep, he rang him up on the outside corner. So Clement goes down looking. Strikeout number 4 for Northington on the day, and that brings up Bryson Carey. Bryson reached on a ground ball to second that was booted by Trammell and then popped up to left. So 0 for 2 for Bryson officially. And infield still in. And Bryson takes down an in ball 1. On deck Randolph.
Yeah,
so
they're trying to protect it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. Bears trying to get back in this thing.
It's a lot of room.
Carey pops it into left,
Nobody's
tagging up, but nobody can get to that. Sampson is way into foul territory, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryson just not barreling it up today yet.
He's not
but
yet. Still got a chance.
He can do it.
Oh, yeah.
1-1.
He's doing it many, many times this year.
So here's a 1-1 pitch from Northington. And there's a hard grounder right at.
Got him back.
So called out. Whitmire gets too far off the base. The ball hit right at Gardner. He spins, fires to Kelly, who puts the tag on him right in front of Coach Eric Hughes.
He didn't argue much.
He didn't argue, but boy, it looked like you just can't get that far off. So fielder's choice.
Now we got to have a base hit. You know, we had nobody out with first and second. Now we got
so first and second, 2 out, and first pitch is high, ball 1 to Weston Randolph.
You're not going to get a lot of better opportunities than that.
No. Ball hit well on the ground, but just
right at him.
Right at him. And Whitmire too far off. So bad mistake. So first and second. And there's a pop-up out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. So 1-1 to Randolph. Trying to pick the Bears up here. That ball misses in. 2 balls and a strike. On deck, Jackson Steely.
It's going to take a hit.
Yep.
You know, we had our chance. We didn't take advantage, so now let's pay them back, get a base hit. Weston can get it done.
2-1. Misses in, 3-1.
He knows that's not going to be a strike because he hasn't got one called for him that far inside. So.
Well, it better not be, huh?
3-1 now is good. Hitters count.
Yep. Hitters count here. 3-1. 2 out, 2 on. And there's a fly ball into center.
Hang up.
And hangs up for Robinson, who hauls it in. Yep. And the threat is ended. And the Bears really squander a great opportunity there. They had second and third with 1 out.
Nobody
and cannot push anybody in. That's right, nobody out. Because then they got the strikeout. You're right. So second and third, nobody out, and the Bears cannot score. And so we're going to the top of the fifth, or bottom of the fifth, rather.
Bottom of the fifth.
With Tahlequah still leading at 3-2. We'll be back in just a minute.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Hey guys, Nathan's Automotive, proud supporter of Noble Athletics. We work on all makes and models specializing in diesel engine repairs. I'm so proud to show our support for the Noble Public Schools through our unique Auto Repairs for Bears program. Bring your car in for maintenance or repair and drop those repair receipts.
Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma. Bears trailing 3-2, going to the bottom of the fifth to the Tahlequah Tigers. Bears had an early lead, 2-0, but Tahlequah scratched a run across in the third, 2 more in the fourth. And Weston Randolph comes back out. Randolph.
All on one hit.
Yeah, all on one hit, but the story has been the walks, the hit batters. Randolph now at 79 pitches, 38 strikes, 41 balls. So he's really gone upside down on his ball strikes. And Braden Northington leads it off, and ball one inside. He's missed right there a lot today.
Number 5, Braden Northington.
1-0 count. There's a strike, high strike.
I like the first pitch better.
Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike to Northington. Northington's lined out, struck out swinging, and he pops that one up in foul territory.
It's going to get out of play.
And it is on top of the – yep. Looks like it bounced off.
Somebody got it.
Yeah.
Bounced off her head. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're tossing the ball back. Everybody's okay.
All right.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I didn't see EMS
to Northington. No. And that ball misses in.
Almost hit him.
2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Curveball in the dirt, 3-2. Randolph really struggling.
Got to get this leadoff guy.
Yep.
Got to get him. Keep him off the bases.
So full count to the leadoff man, Northington. And there's a swing and a miss.
Got him.
Kind of a check swing, but he goes through.
But he didn't.
Yep. And I think it was a strike anyway on the outside corner. So big strikeout there for Randolph to get the leadoff man. That brings up Rylan Eagle. Eagles walked and grounded out. Left-hand hitter. First pitch from Randolph is called strike on the outside corner. Now, I guarantee you if there's a right-handed batter, that's not called a strike right there, Frank. That's the same notch.
He likes
the ball's been coming in.
Outside of the hitter, not on the inside of the hitter.
Good curveball.
Yep. Now we got him in a hole.
0-2. 0-2 to Eagle.
Now he's guessing.
And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got to make that 0-2 pitch a little more competitive.
Yes.
That didn't look like a strike from the get-go. And he got him.
Yep.
Strikes out Eagle on a good curveball. So 2 quick outs, and that brings up Sampson. So Randolph battling back this inning, looking good so far. That's his 6th strikeout. And St. John Sampson up. He's flied out and walked, and he hits a grounder to third, and it gets by. C&I grounder there, single to left. Just the second hit of the day for Tahlequah.
And with 2 outs, it's not that big a deal. You don't have any free passes to get us in trouble, so now just come back and get your hitter.
So that's going to bring up Eli Gibson, number 15, the DH. Gibson flied out and struck out looking, 0 for 2. First pitch, curveball in there. Now see,
what's the difference?
That's been a ball all day, Frank.
I know. I don't know.
No balls and a strike.
We'll take it, though.
Yep.
We finally got one in our favor.
0-1 to Gibson, and that
Hit
hits him. So another
Once
hit
again.
batter.
Creating our own problems. Not letting them earn it.
So that, I believe, is the third hit batter today. Third hit batter and 5 walks, and that,
8 base
you know,
runners.
you look at the Bear pitching numbers all year, not just Weston Randolph, and that has been the issue, throwing strikes, because they don't hit us that hard. So 2 on now with 2 out, and there's ball 1 to Morrison. Morrison struck out and hit that little nubber up the line that Randolph could have let go foul, but picked it up and tried to get an out. Threw it past Shortest, and that's where we kind of lost that inning right there.
We did.
And he falls down 2-0. And on deck is Tate Trammell, who's been a problem for the Bears today.
He has been
out of that
a
9-hole.
tough 9-hole.
3-2 pitch, misses down and away, and it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes, 2 out. And there's ball 4, and they're loaded.
Yep.
For Trammell, who has singled and walked. And out goes the senior Trevor Hand to talk to his sophomore pitcher, Weston Randolph. So Randolph now at 96 pitches, Frank. He's probably, this may be his last batter either way.
I think it almost has to be.
So he's going.
They want him to get through it.
Get through the 5th here. 6 walks, 3 hit batters, 6 strikeouts. So 96 pitches. So here's Trammell. Dangerous guy. And up and in, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And there's in there for a strike, 1-1. So Tahlequah probably take until you get a strike, or maybe 2 even.
Absolutely.
One pitch is in there, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Randolph trying to work his way out.
Pitch right here.
Yep. Come and get him. Come and get him. 1-2 pitch. Curveball off the end of the bat. Shortest has got it. He flips to Randolph covering, and they got him at first.
Yep, good play.
For the out. So good job there by both.
Yep.
Both good pitch as well as good job by Shortest and the flip to first for the out. And the Tahlequah folks think that Randolph.
They said he bobbled it.
Yeah, or maybe he almost got there too soon.
He almost missed it. But
he almost ran through, then got the ball after.
Maybe we got the vicinity call.
Yeah, well, we'll take it. So good job either way, getting out of that. And I would guess that might be it for Randolph. That's 5 innings and a lot of pitches.
Over 100 pitches, right?
Yeah, I got him right at even 100.
Yep.
So Bears coming up in the top of the 6th. They still trail at 3-2. And the Bears will send up Steely, Hand, Shortest, 3-4-5. So we're where we want to be. We'll be back here in just a minute. NobleBears.tv.
It's off at any school campus, and Nathan's will give back 5% of the totals to the Noble Public School System. We're looking forward to serving you for all your automotive needs. Go Bears!
Support your school's Booster Club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works.
Welcome back to Edmond, Oklahoma. Bears trail at 3-2, top of the 6th. Tahlequah Tigers with a run in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. I've only gotten 2 hits, but 3 runs.
3 passes have been our downfall today.
Yep. Bears 2 runs on 2 hits. And there's a foul ball out of play to Jackson Steely. No balls, 1 strike. Steely has walked and grounded out today. And there's a check swing number foul up the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes. So no balls, 2 strikes to Steely. Fastball misses up. 1-2. Northington, after a rocky first couple innings, has really settled in for Tahlequah.
It's almost a reverse
of
Weston. Weston started off strong, Northington struggled. Now Northington's picked up strong and Weston struggled.
Yeah. Northington's biggest problem after the first couple innings is that his fielders can't catch pop-ups.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's another ball taken by Steely. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the sophomore. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and that's up. 3-2. Bears trying to get the leadoff man on. They had their chance last inning.
Let's make another chance.
Keep putting the pressure on here. There's called strike 3. And got to get after that pitch right there.
Yeah.
So Steely goes down looking.
Now batting for Noble, number 16, Trevor Hand.
And so Trevor Hand stands in. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out swinging. Went after a high fastball for strike 3. And that ball is foul and just out of play. No balls in a strike to Hand.
Top of batter and ump's head, and mainly.
And that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you're saying?
1-1 pitch is called strike 2 on the outside corner. And that ball misses badly outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. The count to Trevor Hand. And there's a shot. Oh, line drive caught by Northington. So sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
That's right.
So 2 outs, and that brings up Shortus. Shortus really the only guy for the Bears that's really barreled one up today as he drove a ball deep over the right fielder's head and scored the 2 runs for the Bears, drove in the 2 runs. And then he hit a grounder up the middle that basically robbed of a base hit by Gardner, who's done that a couple of times to a couple of Bears today. So he takes strike 1 to Shortus, no balls in a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Shortus quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes to the senior Braden Northington. Ball misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck, Colton Williams. And that ball's foul, out of play, over the Bear dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the 6th. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball.
Chased it.
And Bears down to 3 outs.
Yep.
Trailing 3-2. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. And Tahlequah will send up top of the order, Gardner, Pear, Robinson, and Weston Randolph. Looks like he's coming back out to go in the 6th here. So we'll be back here at NobleBears.tv. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon.
So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
All right, welcome back to Edmond Santa Fe High School, where the Bears trail at 3-2. Weston Randolph comes back out to work the sixth. He gave up a run in the third, two in the fourth. And he is at 100 pitches. And top of the order, Cutter Gerdner leads it off for Tahlequah. He's flied out walked, and he hits one past the third baseman, Williams, on a first pitch. Going to be a base hit, as good job by Rudd getting over and getting that back in.
That's it.
And that's going to be the last hitter for Weston Randolph.
Going to shortest, I think, maybe.
His 101st pitch was the third hit he's given up. And so Shortest is going to come in from first. He will go to the mound.
Do a little rotation.
Yep. So coming across, it'll be Colton Williams moving to first base. Steely goes from short to third, and Weston Randolph will take his spot.
3 hits, though, Randy.
Yep.
3 hits.
Yeah, I mean, just again, not commanding the strike zone, and but it's far from over. Bears got 3 outs to work with. The Bears will be at Williams, Whitmire, Rudd, so 6, 7, 8 in the order. So Trent Shortest, the sophomore, comes in, gets his first state tournament pitching experience. And Trent has been effective both as a starter and out of the bullpen this year. 5-2, leads the Bears in wins on the mound. He started 6 games, relieved. This will be his 9th relief appearance. 47 innings, 47 2/3. Leads the Bears in innings pitched this year. 4.11 ERA. And gosh, Frank, if you'd have told me starting the year that this kid, Trent Shortest, would lead the Bears in wins and pitches, the sophomore, I'd have said, I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He has really blossomed this year.
He really has. Another sophomore that's really stepped up, with given his chance, because he was not anywhere in the picture.
No.
Coming into the season, and he's just made himself into a ball player.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, offensively, defensively at first base, won that first base job. Did not start the year as a starting first baseman, but got there within a week or two, and hitting over 330 now and leading the Bears in wins. He's been a really pleasant surprise to me. Maybe he wasn't a surprise to Coach Hughes.
Not, but, the only 2 RBIs of the day.
Yep. So Shortest stands in, and he faces Pear, who has grounded out, been hit by pitch and walked. 2-hole hitter. First pitch, down and in, ball 1.
I think we're getting squeezed a little
bit.
Yeah,
and Coach Eric Hughes barking a few things at the direction of home plate there. Throw over.
Well, that's one of the rules. You got to be really careful, because balls and strikes arguments is what gets you ejected. So
right.
Encouraging words.
There's a pitch in the dirt, throw down, and gets away from Randolph. I think it was going to be late anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
So 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at second now for Pear. Tahlequah leading by 1, 3-2. Nobody out, and a runner in scoring position. And sophomore Trent Shortis in the ball game on the mound. And there's a called strike.
It's no different than the last one.
No, I think maybe Coach Hughes said exactly the right things.
Without saying the wrong thing.
Without the magic word involved. 2 balls and a strike.
That's even better pitch.
He must have been down to 3-1. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and that's down and in. Gets away from, actually it hit him. So another hit batter, the 4th of the day for the Bears.
6 walks.
And 6 walks.
10 base runners.
Yeah, 10 base runners. The Bears have hit now.
Stepping to the plate for Tahlequah, number 11, Beckett Robinson.
The Bears have hit 69 batters this year. And that's, that's hit 7 against Carl Albert in a 4-1 loss. Getting the bunt down, and it's going to roll foul.
Grab it foul.
So, there's some wins. There's some losses there in 69 hit batters, along with the walks. It just adds up.
It does. When you're giving them things,
yeah, you just
making
can't,
them earn it.
Yeah, you can't give them more than 3 outs. Mm-hmm. So no balls, 1 strike here to Robinson trying to lay down a bunt. He struck out, hitting a fielder's choice, and popped up 0 for 3. And spin move by Shortis.
Ours
Nobody
didn't
there
look as
covering.
cute as theirs, did it?
No, these Bears need to get their daubers up here. Yep. Their body language has not been good here, and we need to understand we're only 1 run down. We're in this game,
that's
and
trouble.
Nobody covering
that's
third,
trouble.
And that's just another mental mistake there. I don't know if Steely was going to the bag, which means the pitcher's got to get the third base line, and Shortis didn't even make an effort to that ball.
Yeah.
So again, that's sophomore stuff where you got to know what you're supposed to be doing. So go as a bunt single because nobody really got their hands on it.
No.
So loaded up
it
now.
A great bunt.
It was a good bunt, but
we would at least had a chance.
Yeah. Well, the play there was Steely going to the bag. If Shortis is hustling over there, you got a chance to get the force at third.
Yep.
First pitch is fouled back. So Bear youngsters losing their composure a little bit here. Infield is in. They're coming home.
Got to.
Yeah, got to cut the run down at the plate. And hopefully get a throw back to first. So Northington is the hitter, and he takes strike 2.
Good pitch.
So 0-2. Bases loaded, nobody out. Danger time for the Bears. Already trailing 3-2.
We need this hitter.
Curveball misses down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2, Northington lined out and struck out twice, and he hits a long fly ball to center. That's going to score a run. Carry under it. He's got it. And throw coming to the plate, cut off. You got to catch that and throw it. I mean, I think he had a chance to catch it and come home. I think he had a chance to let it come through. I don't know if Hand was telling him to cut it. It was a pretty strong throw.
It did. It looked good.
So it's going to go down as a sac fly, and it's 4-2 now, Tahlequah. And the runner moves to third, and, the reason you cut it there, Frank, is to get the guy going to third. Yeah. But he didn't throw it. So you got to throw it.
If you're going to cut it, get him at third.
If you're going to throw it, you got to go somewhere.
Then you know he's going to get to
right.
third. So
you got to go somewhere with it.
We just
so 1 out, 4-2, first and third. Bears not out of the woods yet. Ryland Eagle up. Eagles walk, grounded out, struck out swinging. And there's a fly ball into right.
That's another.
Carey's got it. and they're going to double him off at first if he can pick it up.
Yep, got him.
So double play, run doesn't count.
He counted it.
Why? It's a force, isn't it?
That can't count.
That's
he's
a
saying
force.
he
That's
scored
a
before the double play
right, but that's
on a tag up.
Yeah, but
well, that's the third out though.
Right, that's a force out.
Right, but he's saying that the runner from third tagged up and got home before we doubled him at first.
Yeah,
is what he's saying.
I know that's what he's saying, but I don't know if that's the rule.
I think it's the rule because the second out was Carey's catching the fly ball.
Yeah.
Right. So now the runner on third advances on his own.
Right.
He tagged up. As long as he scores before the double up is at first, then it's right.
Yeah.
I just don't think he did. I think but maybe the bobble. I don't know.
The bobble,
may have been what got him in.
So the run does count.
Yep.
So another sack fly.
Yep.
And boy, that's a big one.
Well, I mean, it comes down to this. We got to get 3 to keep playing.
Yep.
Like it, hate it, doesn't really matter. That part's over.
So Bears get out of the inning on a double play, but give up 2 big runs. And Bears have done really nothing offensively since the first. Had a chance back in the 5th.
On gifts, though.
Yeah, on drop pop-ups, but couldn't take advantage. And they're going to be at the – so Williams will lead it off. Colton has struck out looking and popped up 0 for 2. And Bears need 3 runs against Braden Northington, the senior ace from Tahlequah, who is sitting at 92 pitches and really has not been too threatened since that first inning.
Correct.
And if you remember that first inning, those are unearned runs because of the third out would have been the ground out to second. There's a fly ball, first pitch, swinging and flying to right is Williams for the first out. And that's going to bring up Whitmire. Whitmire walked and doubled, but was cut down at third on a grounder to the shortstop as he ventured a little too far off the bag, and that really took the Bears out of that inning. And he takes strike 1. Squared the bunt, pulled back, and takes strike 1. On deck, Rudd. So 2 seniors, Whitmire and Rudd. And there's a nubber off the first baseman, or to the first base side, handled by Eagle, who steps on the bag for the out.
2 quick outs.
And that brings up Trevor Rudd, the senior left fielder.
Now batting for Noble, number 5, Trevor Rudd.
Rudd comes into today hitting .275. He is 0 for 2. He's reached on an error, and he takes high ball 1. And there's a foul ball off to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rudd. Called strike 2 on the outside corner on a curveball from Northington.
Last chance time. Keep us going.
1-2 pitch, 2 out. And popped up out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a chopper to short.
Could be trouble. Could be.
Gardner, long throw, and he.
Shortstop.
Shortstop's a good player.
All day.
Yep, ate us up today for the third out, and that is the ball game. The Bears, despite a 2-0 lead in the first, Tahlequah fights back and wins it 5-2, eliminating the Bears from the 2024 5A state tournament. So Tahlequah will advance to play the winner of Coweta and Duncan. And the Bears will go get in that hitting facility, Frank.
That's exactly right. Hey, great year. Great
Yes.
year. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't care who you are. You didn't think this was going to happen.
Yeah, you come
after
in,
what we did
no.
last year and who we lost to graduation.
And really the way the season started. I mean, we didn't play well. We got beat a lot early, and then they kind of started getting it and coming together. And the old nemesis of the base on balls, the free passes, and just not getting some key hits with men on base kind of came back to get us here. But this is a team that is something the Bears and the Noble community needs to keep an eye on the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
Because
Young,
6 sophomores coming back, 2 juniors coming back. Our top probably 4 Hand is leaving as a pitcher. He didn't pitch any here in the regional or here. He's the catcher. But 4 of our top 5 pitchers coming back. So the future looks bright for the Bears, and get a year in that new hitting facility and with that new weight trainer.
Absolutely.
And get these kids
Coach
bigger and
Schmidt
stronger. Yeah.
coming in to take us to the next level so that we increase our chances.
Yep.
But I can't say anything but good things about this year.
Well, a great job.
Overachieved expectations.
A great job by the coaches. I mean,
Yes.
Frank, you
put
and I have
a
been
team
around Noble long
together.
enough to
Yes.
to know that the way this year started
Yes.
in the past, we'd have finished about 8-25.
That's right. And got lost 2 in regionals and packed it up.
Right. So got to feel good about the 4th straight appearance, only the 2nd time in history. I thought it was the 1st, but it's the 2nd time in history the Bears have done that. They did that Shane Fisher's 3 years and then the year following.
Okay.
And I like our odds for 5
Absolutely.
to get back here again.
I just don't think you can say enough for what they've achieved this year. So certainly proud to be a Noble Bear. Everybody hates this
Yep.
day because we all know there's only one happy team in every sport at the end of every season.
Yep.
Right? So we're in the
Yep.
top 8. Didn't
That's
play our
right.
best game today, but we're here. I'll take it every year. If you can say, Frank, you can go to the state tournament every year and
Absolutely.
get beat in the first round.
Absolutely.
I'll take it. Great day to be a Noble Bear.
Yep. Well, Frank, thanks a lot for joining me here through the regionals and here in the state tournament. And let's do this again next year.
That sounds great.
Let's
Thank
come
you.
back here and win one. Let's come back here twice
I'm
next
with you.
year,
I'm
or
with
3 times.
That's even better. Yeah.
Thank you, Abby Scrable,
Yep,
for helping us
absolutely.
out
Thanks,
today,
Abby.
and
last week.
and all year.
Yeah.
Both does a great job in football as well as baseball. I think probably works basketball too.
She does it all.
So she Rowden better watch out,
That's
man.
right.
She's going to graduate in
Coming for
2
his job.
years. Yeah.
That's right. Go Bears.
All right, go Bears.